All right, so the next running back for me is going to be running back rank number 12, and that's going to be James Cook. This one is definitely a little bit of a concern because a lot of his production is dependent on Josh Allen being healthy, and I'm not trying to put anything on Josh Allen, but he is pretty risky with the way he plays, and you could argue, given the way he plays, he might be due for an injury, maybe he misses a game or two, and with that, that could end up hurting the elite efficiency that James Cook has had. So James Cook only had a 58% snap share last year and only had a 62% carry shares, where that's where that concern comes in there for me as well. The touchdown volatility as well is a big concern for me as well. He took a big jump last year in terms of rushing touchdowns, but prior to that, that had always been the biggest concern with him. It didn't really make sense why he wasn't getting the rushing touchdowns given how good he looks on film and everything, and they corrected that last year. So I don't think we have to worry about that too much. And you could argue that at age 25, like this is kind of the prime year of his career, and he could really go off as well. Now, they do have Ray Davis there, who I was really impressed with. Ray Davis as a rookie, he was a player that I was excited for. I thought it was a little bit of a bummer that I ended up going to Buffalo last year. And so that player is always there for James Cook, and it's not like Ray Davis didn't look good, but at the same time, might as well just run James Cook into the ground this year. And so this, and like Chase Brown, yes, a little bit dependent on the offense and maybe, that being as good as it is projected to be on paper again this year. But again, I'm kind of okay looking past that. It is risky, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you can't bump him too much. Like, you could go Chase Brown before maybe Joe Mixon if you want a little bit safer. I think him being over Breece Hall is correct as well. But he is someone that in weird spots, I haven't necessarily gone to him too much because I'm typically able to get to some of the running backs I'm going to mention in a second here a little bit more so. And so that is a concern there with James Cook, is he's just at a weird ADP where it is somewhat easier to overlook him and pass up on him in drafts.